got to come in this time and see if geek's available. I need a spoon for the tofu. The homeless guy used to give food. I used to come to this place quite often, so I always should try and get only giddy for the homeless guy. But as soon as I don't come this often, I don't see him so much. So I asked him if he wanted some food. He said yeah. So I'm gonna. The Tencho's giving me a takeout package for him. Hey. Very cold today. Someone saying, ring it, onegaishimasu. Ring it.
Ring it, お願いします。リングです。
Also with this they give you ground ginger. Very good for your immune. They look quite good. Just looking at what the next table's eating. I had some nuts lunchtime. Alright, geek. We're just coming into this town and thought you might be around. That's good. Well, sort of that. They had a problem with the getting a light for the shack in. So I got that and I fixed it. The blinker wasn't working correctly. So when I looked at it, I was using different parts from a different car, and inside where I put the bulb, it was like bent. So when I straightened it out and then put the bulb in, it worked. Oh, me so mad. Is your granddad in hospital? I haven't earned any money the last 2 weeks. But I think I can. Well, as soon as I get a truck going. So now I've just got to tie in the bumper. And there's the filament to the back lamp, the brake light. There's two different. It looks like there's a wire missing or loose. Oh, so that's not easy to wash, is it? Will he get to 86? When is his 86th birthday? Ah, okay. So last night I had a bit of a fucking meltdown because I'm getting all these wires off the table into like 4 appliances, and I've fucking knocked 4 things on the floor in the last week. Been driving me fucking. So I've got to move the table, then just move all these appliances out of the way. That's fucking tough. There's a new Tencho, yeah. Shop cheap. You just see me roll up on bike, but ordered a beer for him. There's no problem. Oh yeah, there's several of them. Then move all the kitchen appliances, so like a hot plate, toaster, hot water kettle. I'm trying to fucking switch the kettle on, and then I realise it's not sat on the plate. There's like a plate connector, so it separates. So the kettle sits on like a plate which provides the electricity. And like a silicone, I'm wondering why it won't boil. Tom was on last night. It looks like a frisbee, and it's got a connector He had a session the night before. So he was hungover. 2 6-pack. I think I'd be well pissed on 1 6-pack. I found some wine glasses that were a present or something, and but it's a nice glass, big glass, but once you start using them, the fucking wine goes a lot quicker. Just been and had a bath. Yeah, depending on the glass, yeah, definitely. I went to Denny's and I had some spaghetti, tomato and some eggplant, but they only just cooked the eggplant, so it's got a real strange taste to it. And then there was no sauce on, so I ate most of it and then I complained to the manager. So they gave me a new, they made it again, and then they brought, I says, there's no taste, there's no sauce, there's no taste to it. And then they made it again, and then they brought out some cheese scatterings and some Tabasco. No, it wasn't even roasted, but you know what, if you roast eggplant, it tastes fantastic. It wasn't roasted. It might have been very healthy, but yeah, but there wasn't even a lot of sauce on it. Teriyaki.
胡椒ありでいいです。はい。
I think they've had a few, but it wasn't on the cheese though. They just gave that. I guess if they baked it in that, it'd have been nice. Then they had some small pancakes, ice cream, and caramel sauce. That was nice. Just spending too much money in restaurants. Well, some goes when you're not earning anything. Daughter's been buying me some things online, what I needed, and I thought I ordered 35,000, and then I ordered another 9,000 on top of that. So the plan is to start picking up these car wheels and slicing off the tyres, and then I could either put a generator on the back of the truck and do it out in the field. There's about 70 tyres for about a fucking ton. Yeah, I tried to get some books. I tried to get some classics the other month, but they didn't ship to Japan. It was one of the big bookstores over there. I haven't seen this homeless guy for a while. I've just bought him a the onigiri, the rice ball, is quite a decent size, and 120 yen, and it's hot, so he was happy to get that, I think. He's sat outside the shop, but he's not really sat, you know. He's being attacked by the wind. You know, there's no shelter for him. You know, apart from sitting against the wall. Recently, I've been seeing him inside Apita, the supermarket. Maybe he goes in late, you know, to get warm. There's a few seating areas. Oh, Ed's turned up. This guy doesn't carry much stuff around, so he must have got somewhere. I just wondered if he might be opposite of the hikikomori, but instead of staying in all day, he fucking goes out all day. To see him actually from here. Oh, he's there, you can see him. It's him, geek. What you been buying online, geek? Did you say you didn't like tofu, Ed? What a fat on that one. What kind of stuff is reconstituting? No, I don't mind natto. Oh my god. What kind of beans? She bodies have changed since your daddy, since your head. That's a she body up today. Can be good for lube. What do you mean lube? And what do you do with them? Just put them in a big pot and boil them up. Fucking hell. Looks like he's planning for a nuclear war. I said that just as I saw that comment at the same time. Is that like a Japanese meal? Oh, really? So. I think it's maybe Vietnam. It's pretty. The disease is going on, COVID. It looks like it's. I was hoping to go somewhere this year, but it doesn't look like it's possible, does it? I wonder if they'll even give insurance to people over 60. What does that mean, Ed? You got a computer, haven't you? Well, we'll fucking write it all down. Could be a book. I think I'm going to give these chicken legs to homeless guy. Not much fucking taste to them. I was talking to a Facebook friend. He's air traffic controller in Turkey. He said maybe come next year. A bit dodgy at the moment. This guy looks like fucking Gaddafi. Dal is an Indian curry and it made with beans. I'm trying to see how much you fucking... Yeah, but paneer is like tofu. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that in the curry. They'll be fucking, somebody will be fucking shitting and farting then. Is it warm, Ed? Yeah, but some people, I don't know, some people say it's like tofu. Maybe the shape and everything. You'll be all right in 2 months, mate. We should have got some French fries now instead of this fucking chicken. This one is getting dark here, I might shave this bit off. Oh really? And it's still only fucking spring's not even started. Oh, spring's just started. What's that, Monday? Wonder if I can get a job in Okinawa. What is where you are, Geek? Yes, that's it might be a bit warmer than that here. When the sun's out. Well, Mizuとグリーンティーもらっていいですか？
お水と
お水とグリーンティー。
グリーンティー、はい、わかりました。
I had a bottle of wine yesterday and some whiskey. Thank you. What's that, Ed? Springs? What means springs in Spanish? Oh, you're talking about Las Vegas? The Vega. It looks as though maybe they're cancelling, they're having no graduation ceremonies at the universities. Somebody's been fucking dumping shit at the warehouse again. Yeah, when I was driving across America, it was like fucking 7 o'clock, it was 90 degrees, I think. Yeah. Or back up. Well, they would pronounce it with a B. Yeah, fuckers. I want to catch them. They fucking actually opened the door, threw a fucking mattress and a big foam bed inside and fucking nicked a compressor. Gotta catch these. Try and catch them tomorrow, the cunts. Yeah, Steele's 55 now, yeah. My mate has been finding aluminum cans and taking those in. They're 155 yen. That's very high for aluminum cans. They do put them out on the street on collection days for certain communities, but they don't like it if you take them. Yeah, I actually found some guardrails near the motorway. They were bent. They were bent guardrails. They're a good fucking deal, the guardrails, because they're like 50. One guardrail is like 50 kilograms. But what they've been doing is taking guardrails that are in situ, which makes it a very dangerous offence, because the guardrails save lives. I've driven around, I've seen quite a few guardrails where it's just fucking, a car has ran into it and it stopped it like going over a fucking cliff. Yeah, well, it's just stupid. I know where there was 3 long guardrails, and they were dumped there about 3 years ago. I can't find a place now. But I didn't want to take them in because it was like really cheap then to steal. I know there's some near the scrapyard, and there's about fucking 8 of them, 8 or 10. They're just laying on this they're laying on this piece of land. Just not sure whose the land is. Yeah, but like you said with that though, Geek, it's they're going to be very difficult to transport, mate, aren't they? Even if you've got permission to take them, they're going to be difficult to transport. Is that story in the Japan Times, Ed? Yeah, there was some near me. I was thinking of getting one. There was some on the side, on the main line near me. Yeah, I'll check that story out later, Ed. I think the piece I saw was about 5 foot long. So, yeah, but like I say, it's over 100 kilograms, and when it's like that, it's difficult to get on the truck without a machine. A moleskin. I was just thinking of bear skin then for the hat. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it. I've been watching YouTube shorts. Sometimes there's some good information on there. Is it something to do with the footwear you're wearing? Yeah, just put some talcum powder on your feet before you put your socks on. Try that. A moleskin is not one of those things you put over your body when, you know, when a drummer's carrying a big drum, and you put that over the body to stop the drum from rubbing. Isn't that what Ed said? Moleskin. Yeah, that's what he said. I just feeling somewhere that I'd heard it before. And then because the guards, they wear the bearskin hats. Apparently, a lot of American tourists come over to England, and they managed to persuade that by offering, I guess, a lot of money to the guardsmen to buy one of those bearskin hats, then they report it missing. Probably a criminal offence, actually. Apparently, they tried to change they tried to change the material to make it cheaper, but they couldn't do it. Oh really? I don't think it's all that difficult to get in actually. Oh, the Coldstream Guards, are those the ones that defend the Queen? I think the main thing with that is the height. So I think you've got to be like either 5'10" or 6 foot to get in that. But it's not a fucking, because the shifts, you're standing in position for a long time. So the only thing that they like is that they could shoot an American tourist and get away with it. That's why most of them join. It looks like they might be setting up a lot of these volunteers for fucking, what do you call it? Cannon fodder. Whose side are the Chechens on in this war? Are they against Russia? I wonder if Jason was really going to go. But before the Russians were wiping out the Chechens, and then that massive fucking, when they killed a load of kids in that school. Yeah, of course they're going over because we live in this day and age where anyone can become a fucking instant hero. I have no idea. Jason's side. That's what it's saying now. Which came first? All the volunteers from England, the egghead or the Chechen. Yeah, this is every time something happens, someone walks in out of a restaurant to a restaurant, stopped by a place, they always seem to have a fucking a following. Maybe I'll have one more beer with some ice. No, just yeah, I don't know the ins and outs, but there was one guy that he had no experience whatsoever. And then he had the feeling that he was going to be used as a fucking suicide bomber. So he managed to get out while the going was good. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Aggressive ordering. Well, not. Sumasen, Onisa. Did I disrespect him by not calling him Tenjo? No, but if the Russian soldiers were complaining they didn't know to shoot, so if the Russian soldiers didn't know to shoot, how the fuck are the British gonna know they're shooting and the fucking Americans? But apparently because they were fucking mouthing off when they got to Poland or into the country. You know, they had spies and they were saying, no, there's a group of mercenaries here in this place, and then they sent in a fucking rocket. Yeah, someone will put a bullet in him. Now, this happened in the Middle East when the fucking when Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein they were fucking offering like black Africans $1,000 a day to shoot Iraqis or shoot Libyans. Yeah, exactly. Fuck them. They're going poking their money into business when it's nothing to do with them. Which yeah, I remember one this happened when I was a kid. This group of people went to this country in Africa. They had no fucking idea what they were doing. They actually put the colonel on trial, found him guilty and killed him. All right, geek, later, pal. Take care of him. Say hello. Oh, right then, no one here. Just ordered that beer as well. Maybe I'll go on to YouTube Shorts.